Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where are you standing in. So today we are going to build a program that tells us how much would we weigh if we were on the planet Mars. But before we do that, let's understand a fundamental concept about programming, which is related to variable. So what is a variable? A variable is nothing more than a tiny box that holds something for us. A variable is like this box. And what does it hold? It holds data, like this described. So for our computer program, a variable job is to hold data for it and nothing more than that. Now, something interesting about variables is that they have types. There are different types of variables, and you can remember it by visualizing them as different shapes. Let me show you. So as you can see here, we have two types of variables. A string variable, which stores text, and a number variable, which stores numerics, which can be integers or floating numbers or number with decimal. Okay. Now, one important rule about variable types is that if you want to perform operations on that, you can't do it between two different types. So if you have a star and you want to perform an operation with a number, it doesn't fit. So you can't do that. Python is so style. You can only perform an operation between a star and another star or a number and another number. The variable type is this crucial. So if you understand this, let's begin our coding for today's project. So what do we need first? We need the weight and earth from the user. So let's say earth weight, that's our weight, not the weight of the earth. Let's keep that in mind. We use an input function to ask the user, enter your weight. A thing to note here, that input function always gives a star shape variable, which means input function will always return a string variable, a variable which has a shape of star according to our analogy. If you want to see it, let me show you. We can use type function, sorry, to see it. 120. As you can see, we have a string. Input function has returned a string, even though we have entered number in it. Now, let's calculate our mass weight. So we write mass weight equals to, we take our earth weight and multiply it with the gravity of Mars. What do you think would happen here? Will this work? Let's see. At a weight 120, oof, a first error. What does it say? You can't multiply a normal, which is here a string, with float, which is a number. This is a number, and this is plain text, even though it only contains number. Its shape is a star. So our earth weight written by the input function is of star shape. And what we are doing is we are multiplying it with a number and they don't fit. So how does we make them conform? We, you are as you if you have guessed right, we are going to change the shapes of variable. So we are moving from star to a circle. Let me show you. We create a new variable named earth weight number for easiness and use a float function because as you can see we are using a float as indicated by the error message itself. Float is nothing but a number with a decimal point. Yeah, that's float. We are converting our star-shaped variable into a circle using float function. Now, if we run it, just a second, I haven't changed the variable here. It should be number. Yeah. Now, if we run it, we would get no errors. Let's comment this. And now we have our mass weight. So what is the next step? We have to print it. Let's print it. Mass weight 50. Now, why we did this here? STR. As you have now known that we are converting back it to a star. But why? This is why. What we are doing here, we are taking a circular box and another circular box and we are doing in a first manner. Right now we are multiplying. What would be the result? The result would be the same. We get a circle. Now here, as you can see, we are using a string text, which is a star shape. And this, without the function over it, this thing, the mass weight is a number. Again, the same problem arises from the above. So what we are doing is we are converting this circular graph again back to a star so that two stars can connect. They fit together and the operation doesn't fail. And this conversion from one variable type into another is what known as typecasting in programming. When we convert one type of variable into another type of variable, this process is known as typecasting. And that's it. If we run this, as you can see, we entered our weight 120 and we got the weight of ourself on Mars, which is 45.36. Interesting, right? So to recap, what we did today is we understand what a variable is. It's nothing but a tiny dot that stores data for a computer program. Variable has different types. We consider them as different shapes. String, we use a star shape, and for numbers, we use a circular shape. One rule about types of variables is that you can't perform operation between two different types of variables. They have to have same type to perform any operation. And that's it. That's the whole concept of a variable. So I hope every one of you has learned something new and I'll catch you guys later.